Chapter 17. Sri Sadguru said, looking at Sri Chaitanya and learning the depth of his devotion to Sri Krishna, Sri Prakashanandanatha was greatly moved and his heart melted in joy. Prakashananda pacified Sri Chaitanya very kindly, sent him back to his residence, and entered his mutt. The sannyasi was sleepless, lost in recollecting the unusual Krishna Bhakti of Sri Chaitanya, which is rare in this world. He also realized that the Srimad Bhagavatam is the very commentary for all the Brahma Sutras and the Upanishads. He was carried away by the grief at the thought of the fruitless days lost in contemplation of Maya and its potency in total neglect of Krishna Bhakti. Sannyasa Yoga and the discussions on the tenets of Vedanta are of no avail. In the absence of devotion to Lord Krishna, they are all futile exercises. Ineffable love to Sri Krishna is unattainable even for Brahma and the like. Such devotion is obtained only with the special grace of Krishna Chaitanya. The next morning, he got up very early and dutifully performed his religious oblations and approached Sri Krishna Chaitanya voluntarily. Sri Gauranga was surprised to see him approaching with hands folded in humility and reverence. Gauranga was, as was his nature, treated him hospitably. The sannyasi, who was thus venerated by Sri Krishna Chaitanya, looked with great respect at the Lord seated before him. Prakashananda said, I have learned that you, who are present before my eyes, are the Supreme Being. O Ocean of Mercy, forgive all the offenses committed by me. I have wasted so many years of my life in deprecating devotion to Sri Krishna. I was very proud of my knowledge of the Shastras and my ability in polemics. O Purushottama, ocean of mercy, ocean of compassion, you have taken me ashore, the ocean of nescience. I am a humble soul taking shelter in you. Please bless me with unflinching devotion to Lord Krishna. O Govinda, why do you deceive me, coming in the disguise of a sannyasi? Sri Sadguru continued, thus beseeched by Prakashananda, Bhagavan Sri Krishna Chaitanya very kindly spoke as follows in a sweet voice. Sri Mahaprabhu said, O saint, I am not degrading the tenets of Advaita or Dvaita. It is not true that divine wisdom does not dawn upon a person devoid of. Is it not true that divine wisdom does not dawn upon a person devoid of Krishna Bhakti? Many who consider themselves to be self-realized, who have learned all the commentaries on the Shastras, and many who are great scholars of Maya, school of thought, are filled with pride and fail to cultivate intense devotion to Sri Krishna. They know all the Shastras and the principles of Vedanta, hence are proud of themselves. Not knowing Sri Krishna, the Supreme Being extolled in all the Shastras and the essence of them all, those scholars blaspheme all the Shastras. Deep study of the Shastras bereft of Krishna Bhakti is as meaningless as the act of a blind man looking into the mirror to see himself. Hence, give up the study of Vedanta. Instead, start worshipping Sri Govinda, who is the ultimate goal of the Vedanta. That Supreme Being, who is inaccessible even to the Devas, sages, and yogis, is bound by the cord of love by the simple cowherd boys as their companion. Hence, start towards Vrindavan at once. You can find the Supreme Eternal Being present there. Sri Sadguru continued. Thus, instructed by Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prakashananda circumambulated him in reverence and paid his obeisances to him again and again. He prepared to go to Vrindavan, being thus inspired by Sri Chaitanya. He was renamed as Prabodhananda by Sri Gauranga. Waking up from the slumber of nescience, he left for Vrindavan. Sri Gauranga embraced him with great affection, strengthened his loving devotion, and sent him off to Vrindavan without delay. Sri Prabodhananda reached the holy Vrindavan, chanting the divine name Krishna ceaselessly, as loving devotion has maddened him. He resided in Sri Vrindavan, having the trees for his roof and procuring food from the alms in the nearby villages. Being a disciple of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, he was always meditating upon Sri Krishna and singing his glory. Thus he reached there as a great devotee of Sri Krishna. In order to spread Krishna Bhakti and bring to the light its glories, he wrote many poetic works. He became a man highly revered by all the sadhus of Vrindavan of all time. He has reached the staggering height of Gopi Prem. Thus, Sri Krishna gave his darshan and exhibited many of his leelas. He attained such an intensity of devotion residing in Vrindavan, which is an impossibility for all others. Even at times of acute necessity, he refused to go out of Vrindavan, thus cultivating great reverence for Vrindavan itself, and thereby attaining great heights of bhava as that of the gopis. He was filled with loving devotion. Did not the gopis happily continue to stay on in Vrindavan during the descent of Sri Krishna, even after he left Vrindavan for Mathura and later Dwaraka? The excellence of Vrindavan is beyond words. Sri Krishna, who is meditated upon by the yogis, himself remains engaged ceaselessly in the thoughts of Sri Vrindavan. Thus ends chapter 17, entitled Prabodhananda Charitam of Book 4 of Shri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal.